Hey guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm pretty excited actually because we are doing a 2024 Nissan Leaf tour. And let me just say, here's all about the Nissan Leaf. She knows what she is, right? The Nissan Leaf came out almost a decade ago as an affordable EV, and guess what? Nissan says, we're gonna keep you an affordable EV. It got a much needed refresh for the 2023 model year, and it went from being this like, no offense, like eyesore smart car kind of thing, to a pretty stylish hatchback sedan kind of vibe. And I actually am very impressed with the upgraded exterior design, with the technology we find inside. And although she's not like winning any performance or range awards in the EV market, I do think this is a really good option for families looking for an affordable EV, or maybe even an EV for their teen. This thing starts at around $28,000. It has the SV and the S and the SV trim level. As far as charging capabilities is concerned, with this SV Plus, you can get about an 80% charge in 60 minutes. So again, it's not, I wouldn't put her in the same category as like trying to be like the road trip queen. Like I don't think you should take a Nissan Leaf road tripping. But again, as a secondary car, as a teen's car, or just someone bopping around town, this thing checks a lot of nice boxes, and I'm actually pretty impressed with the cargo capabilities. Anyway, if this is your first time joining me, I'm Kelly and I'm the car mom. I review cars for moms and families. I'm a mom of 3 and I'm a certified child passenger safety tech. And let's get started on this Nissan Leaf tour. Something unique about the Nissan Leaf is where the charging port is. It's actually found on the hood of the car, but again, this 23 and up upgrade, it's in a much more attractive spot. It's a little bit more discreet. You don't necessarily know if that's what it is. And then you have your charging right here. As far as our exterior design is concerned, like I said, it's a lot of nice upgrades. And from the front, it definitely gives a little bit more sleek, a little bit more sedan, and kind of fits better, I think, with the rest of the Nissan lineup. We have our Nissan logo right here. Now this can actually be completely illuminated at night, which is a really nice touch. Some nice hexagon, I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but kind of like some geometrical shapes right there. A lot of nice gloss black, and some good tech. We even have a front camera on this car. So she's looking better. I mean, I'm actually think it was a very good move on Nissan to try to make it look less like a EV and more just like, it's kind of like Prius-y, you know what I mean? It's like the Prius is there, it's like not amazing, but like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing and it's not offending anybody. Okay, let's move along to the side profile. I mean, look at these cool tires. A little two-toned, like very expressive and very fun. I also like the black accents we have right here, like these black mirror caps, the blacked out trim. Seriously, a stylish car. I mean, throw a window tint on this thing. I think any teen would be happy to drive this EV. Okay, so here we have the back end of the Nissan Leaf, and this is where we're gonna find, you guys, the hatchback kind of vibes, okay? Let me pop this thing open. Look at how deep this trunk goes. It's almost giving minivan. I'm obsessed. This trunk, excellent size. Illuminated right here. Just a nice size tailgate, like it goes up really tall. I'm really impressed with this cargo space. No power tailgate available. I'll live. In the interior, this feels really good. It actually feels very nice and updated. Nice steering wheel. We even have a little bit of blue contrast stitching. Look at this, a suite of safety features. We're gonna have like our frontal collision warning, our blind spot monitoring. For a $28,000 car, that feels really good, and I like when we have this crash prevention tech. Okay, in the infotainment system, now we have an 8-inch display right here, and it's actually loaded with some pretty good features. We have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is awesome. It's the typical like Nissan display. Like I still wish they would ditch the orange. I talk about this every time, but for the most part, it's touchscreen, it's responsive. I like these buttons that are pulled out of here. The climate control feels kind of unique, this like bow tie kind of shape, but again, very easy to use and operate. I feel great about it. A USB and a USB-C, which feels good. 2 heated seats. I believe this is a wireless charger. I don't think it is on this. No, maybe not. Nope, no wireless charger, but USB and USB-C. And then we get into our shifter, which is definitely unique. So it's kind of like a, what would you call this? Like a little 8-ball or something. Reverse. Check this out. Surround view camera and a backup camera. I don't know if that's picking up. Is that audio picking up? That is the noise this vehicle makes when it's backing up, because as you guys know, EVs are quiet, so we need some sort of like artificial sound to alert pedestrians. And then over here, you guys, we have heated steering wheel, which feels good, and we have a steering assistance button. So really just like really good tech comfort features. You know, we've got the cloth seats, which is fine. I think the blue contrast stitching is nice. 2 cup holders right here, they're fine. And then like a really tiny center console, but plenty of room for a teen or for, you know, someone just kind of beep-bopping around town. I mean, I'm honestly pretty comfortable, and I've driven this car actually quite a bit. I would say it's kind of like under promising and over delivering. Like for what it's doing, feels good. Let's get to the back seat. Okay guys, here's a shot of me in the back seat of the Nissan Leaf. This driver's seat set for myself. Oh, and this is power too, by the way. I'm good. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. Middle seat with this thing is a little bit clunky. I would imagine that's because of the battery in the vehicle. So that's a little awkward, but these seats are pretty comfortable. I mean, my headroom isn't the best. I would love a little bit more head clearance right there, but knee clearance feels good. Good visibility in this car. I mean, they're nice big windows, which feels good, especially for a teen driver. We've got 2 USBs down there, no ventilation back here, which, you know, is to be expected. Like other cars in its class don't have ventilation back here either. So while it would be a nice upgrade and it would win brownie points for me, it's hard to knock it when like no one's doing it. So for the most part, pretty comfortable. Let's maybe get a good shot of these seats. Like with this kind of like textured cloth with the two-tone colors, I think it looks nice. As far as your car seat setup's concerned, you've got lower anchors on the outboard seats, tether anchors across the back, 1 side pocket right there. But check out the door. Look how nice and deep that side cubby is, matching one on this side. At least that's like a cup holder. You know what I mean? Like if you're not, you don't always need to be big, just be functional. And that is functional. So I appreciate that a lot. I would love to see this thing pop down and like include some sort of cup holders back here. I mean, I guess we have the door, but it just feels like that could have been an easy add. But for the most part, I don't have a ton of complaints. I mean, it's a back seat. So let's get a car seat in here just to give us an idea of spacing, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Car seat setup of the Nissan Leaf. Now, with this being a hatchback-esque type car, we actually do have some pretty decent clearance. So I did choose a car seat that's very compact front to back to give this a best case scenario. This is called the Graco Slim Fit 3LX. Kind of a mouthful, has to be this one, not just a regular Graco Slim Fit, but it's a very compact car seat front to back. So as you can see, with this seat set, let me sit in there, sorry. With this seat, I feel like this could be an interesting shot. I mean, this is me a little bit squished, like but I have a lot of inches to go back, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, that feels nice, you guys. This is where I would set the seat, and I still have a lot of clearance. So that's an A+ for, I mean, truly that's kind of an A+. Headrests are a little goofy because they do kind of protrude forward a little bit, but they're also removable, so that's fine. I don't think this is a 3 across machine. I'm not going to attempt it, mainly because that middle seat, it's narrow, it kind of humps, the buckles are rigid, not a lot of flexibility there. So it's a 2 car seat car for me personally. Okay guys, so that's going to wrap up this Nissan Leaf tour, and I actually really enjoy it. I think it's doing what it's supposed to be. I think it's big enough for car seats if you need. I think it'd make a great teen car if you're into that electrification for them. And that's the Nissan Leaf. I mean, it's been around, like it's established. Like Nissan, when Nissan first came out with the Nissan Leaf, I think it had like an 80-mile range back in 2013. Like it was iconic. So they're keeping the nameplate. They're doing other things like with the Nissan Ariya, but they're also like, you know what? We know what we got. And we're not the Teslas, we're the Nissans. Affordability, innovation that excites. So anyway guys, thanks so much for tuning in and checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below which other vehicle tours you want to see next. And my husband recently started reviewing trucks for dads and for families, so you can make sure that you go to our channel. He just did a Ram 2500. It was the truck dad debut. If you could go give him some love, I would really appreciate it.